Howdy, folks. Today we're looking at Bizarro number 4 from 1999 in DC Comics. Steve Gerber's satirical picaresque of the DC universe comes to a close as Al Bizarro's brief foray into the music business meets an abrupt end. As it turns out, since Al is still the stolen property of Lex Luthor, our boy is technically fencing stolen goods. However, just as he's about to be repossessed, his handy mother box springs to life, depositing him, Sierra, and their manager, the aforementioned E. Wilbur Wolfingham, in South America in the middle of a brutal struggle between LexCorp's coffee plantations and a group of armed rebels referred to as the Luminous Path, a direct translation of the Peruvian Shining Path's original Spanish name, Sendero Luminoso. It wouldn't be a Steve Gerber comic without some kind of reference to armed leftist resistance. Al thereby finds himself surrounded by an army of like-minded individuals in the war against Lex Luthor. He puts his own spin on the matter and inaugurates the Stinky Path, led by an ethos he describes thusly: life are like box of sewage, open it up, never know what scum gonna float to top. Life not fair, but life are not rigged neither. Guy who make bigger stink than sewage, he can win. If it seems strange in hindsight, it's only a sign of how defanged our culture has become that Gerber's playful political agitprop sticks out. M.D. Bright's art continues to charm as a natural fit for Gerber. It's interesting to draw the connections that Bright's most notable frequent collaborators, writers Christopher Priest and Dwayne McDuffie, are arguably the two writers of their generation to carry Gerber's influence most heavily, as satirists fighting to endow their work with meaning against the tide of their commercial limitations. Ultimately, Al leads the revolution, kicking the American imperialists out of the country and replacing Luthor's crooked pawn in the presidential palace with, well, E. Wilbur Wolfingham, which seems like a problem in itself. Al Bizarro settles down and marries the cook for the rebel camp, with whom we are told he even has children, which is on the face of it more than you ever wanted to know about Bizarro sex. He's never been seen again, but perhaps that's for the best. So few comic book characters ever get to live happily ever after. It makes sense that a Bizarro would buck the trend.